Romance.
Wait.
Sex.
Wait.
Life.
Wait.
What do these three have in common? Romantic comedies. Now let's get started.
Hey y'all, how's it going? Welcome back.
Hi y'all.
He makes fun of me for that.
Hi y'all, how's this going?
How's this going? Hey y'all, how's it going? Welcome back to another Writers Wednesday. This is my husband. You can say your name.
Cameron.
Cameron. This is my husband Cameron. I've talked about him a lot in all of my videos, so I figured it was time for me to do a face reveal.
Here I am.
Alright, so today we are going to be specifically talking about tropes that people don't like in romance movies, romance books. However, some of these tropes actually do happen. And I wrote down 8 of them for the 8 years that we've been together.
Almost 8 years.
Almost 8 years. It's 8 years in a couple weeks. A week.
In 1 week.
In 1 week.
Week from tomorrow.
What we're gonna do is we're going to take a look at all of these different tropes and see how much we related to them with our relationship and our relationship story, and throughout it you'll be able to hear a little bit about how we became to be.
Became to be?
I'm sorry. I told you that a lot of
Jasmine.
things that happen in YouTube videos, they're cut out.
See, I'm the professional. Love at first sight never happens.
But it is interesting because we did have a conversation about this. Because when we first met, where did we meet, Cameron?
We met in California.
We did meet in California, specifically at a dance. He was 15 and I was 14, so in high school. So Cameron saw me first.
Yep.
I didn't see him because he actually asked me to dance. I was standing with somebody else at the dance, and Cameron was with some of his friends when he saw me.
My best friend,
His
Joe.
very best friend. He was the best man at our wedding.
I was with my best friend Joe at this church dance. I wanted to dance with the prettiest girl, and that was my current wife. And so I told him that I danced with her if he danced with her friend.
And I was kind of waiting around. All my friends had kind of been picked off by all the guys dancing together. So I was just kind of like trying to play it cool. I turned around and I saw you and you said, "Hey, do you want to dance?" And instantly my heart dropped, where I was like, wow, he's really cute. I was not boy crazy. Like, that just didn't happen. I don't think that love at first sight is a thing where you can truly feel like that overwhelming sense of love and attachment and like you would die for them kind of thing. However, I do believe in attraction at first sight, and especially attraction of like personality when you're talking to them a little bit more, because right after I talk to you, I'm like, oh, this needs to be something.
Second chance at love triangles. At love.
A lot of romance stories do that, where they're like,
There wasn't a second chance at love though.
well,
You weren't in love, neither was I. I liked her, but she wasn't allowed to date till she was 16. So what happened was I dated another girl, and it did not go well. And I wasn't supposed to talk to girls, including my friend Jasmine, who I liked still. And so I didn't, and so we didn't talk. And then Jasmine hated me for a while. She tried to hate me. She'd blocked me from her phone.
It didn't work.
And then what happened? After I broke up with that girl, Jasmine and I went back out on dates. Now we're married.
Well, and I think what is interesting is that I was under the impression that because I had to wait to date for so long that you would wait for me, which was kind of a naive thought of me to have. I believe that a second chance of love is overused a lot. It is definitely overused, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't happen. And I feel like it happens a lot more than people would like to think.
Love triangles.
Okay. He has to introduce every single one of them. He's taking over the channel, guys. Love triangles are used in literally every single book.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel.
I use my hands a lot, okay? The ones that I can think of right off the bat are Hunger Games, Twilight, and Harry Potter, kind of in the 6th book, a little bit, but it was just very brief.
The
but
Office.
Still. Oh yeah, The Office.
Roy, Pam, and Jim.
And Angela, Dwight, and Andy. And the Senator replaced Andy.
The Senator and Oscar.
And Oscar.
Replaced Dwight, yep.
And I have even done a video on how I dislike
love triangles.
I dislike love triangles a lot.
Triangles.
They are overused, and I don't think that they happen as often as everyone thinks they do, but
they do.
They do, and it happened to us.
What?
Kind
no,
of.
It didn't.
Yeah, it did.
It didn't happen.
You had to choose in between the girl that you were dating and...
Yeah, but that wasn't a love triangle because you didn't love her.
That's not what a love triangle means, Dave. Edward and
Jacob,
they didn't love each other. They hated each other.
But she loved both of them, and I did not love my ex-girlfriend.
Did you ever love her?
I was 16.
Well, yeah, but you were 16, 17 when you said you loved me. Did that mean anything?
Yep.
So 17 and 16, there's a difference. When you say I love you when you're 16, doesn't mean anything. But once you're 17, it's all good to go.
All good to go.
You're gonna like this one, Forbidden Love.
Oh, Forbidden Love.
So Forbidden Love, what do you have to say about Forbidden Love? Because I feel like...
It sucks because it's forbidden. Her mom forbade us to love. She allowed us to date from the time we were 16. However, we were only allowed to see each other once a month, and she was supposed to date other people in between.
Yes. Well, basically, we loved each other a lot, and we just didn't really see the purpose and the reason of, you know, dating other people, which didn't make my mom very happy initially. But then a year later, she really liked it.
A year and a half, 2 years.
Okay, a year and a half, give or take. But also, on switching it over, I believe that your mom was not very happy initially when we wanted to, you know, take our relationship like even more seriously, not just like a friendly like high school boyfriend girlfriend, because those come and go,
do you
right?
know that both of our moms are going to be watching that?
Oh, I'm well aware. It's okay.
I don't think they'll forgive us for posting this online. But
Well, it is a trope though, because a lot
Yeah.
of things are forbidden by people's parents. It's a very common thing, especially in like rom-coms.
The needy girl.
Not
gets the-
needy, it's supposed to say nerdy. The nerdy girl gets the guy.
Who? What?
That was me. The reason why I put this one in was because initially when we met, I wasn't very confident in myself. I mean, I definitely had the, cute picture here. I looked like a very basic high school nerd. So like the high school
she
nerd.
didn't. She looked hot.
Well, that's easy for you to say, being
No.
the super cool musician, I'm friends with everybody type of
Okay, I had
guy.
no friends and I hate music. The idea that I believe my hot, sexy wife is trying to portray is that forbidden love is not good and you should never forbid.
Oh, wait, we're not on Forbidden Love.
What are we on?
Or
She's not nerdy, but she did get the guy because
did
she
get the
was
guy.
cute and funny. I think the word you're looking for is dorky, not nerdy. There's a very big difference that I believe everybody in your channel will understand. Nerdy means that you're really into some like weird nerd thing. Dorky just means that you're kind of clumsy and goofy and like a little bit silly, and maybe you're not the quote unquote Barbie doll hot girl.
I'm not like the other girls.
Oh,
I feel like that trope is used quite a bit, but I will never get tired of that storyline. I love those storylines so much. I know it annoys a lot of people because they're like, oh, the weird dorky, as Cameron puts it, the weird dorky girl never gets
Not
a guy.
weird, just dorky.
But
Klutzy.
I feel like a lot of the times the dorky girls do get the guys though because they're so real with them.
Sometimes they're fake, and that's part of the trope. But in this case, she was not fake with me. She was
was
just
not.
very awkward
That
and
is-
dorky, and I loved it. High school romance. We dated in high school, and then we got married.
Well, we didn't get married in high school.
No, I didn't say that. I said we dated in high school,
Right.
and then we got married.
A lot of romance books and movies go along with dating in high school, and they're like, oh my gosh, it's totally gonna last. Everyone's like, your high school relationship is not actually gonna last. And we proved them wrong. So we dated in high school, and we are married, and we did not break up in between that time of,
We didn't even take a break.
long distance is one that is used a lot, whether it
because-
makes or breaks a relationship.
Because it always breaks it or makes it.
Not true though, because we had a long distance
Well, I said
relationship.
it breaks it or makes it.
Okay, yeah,
So
so
it makes it.
it
Always.
makes it.
Every single time.
Not every single time, though.
Every time.
So when I was 19 and when he was
20.
20, we went on LDS missions. Now, the thing about LDS missions is that you don't just get to like call people or talk to people whenever you want to, especially with boyfriends and girlfriends, because you need to stay very focused on your mission. We did not see each other for a year and a half.
Yep.
We didn't FaceTime
one time.
at all.
On missions, we were not allowed to FaceTime or video chat of any kind. No calling, anything. So we were allowed to email and send letters once a week for like an hour. So that sucked.
Even though it was hard to be away from each other for that long, we grew as different people, and I think that strengthened our relationship. So kind of like what Cameron was saying, it either makes or breaks a relationship. I think it really made ours because it just made us better people. Last but definitely not least, and this is where
it's
we
the
get
least.
into the juiciest details about this. Secret engagement and marriage.
We were secretly engaged, and then we loudly got married.
This kind of connects to the last question too, of when we were long distance with each other. Now usually when you go on an LDS mission, a lot of people actually break up with their significant others because they say that they need to, you know, focus on the mission and all that sort of stuff, and they don't want any distractions. But we decided to get engaged. So we did it before both of us got our mission calls, which is pretty crazy.
Like a day before.
Yeah, literally a day before for him. I literally walked around with the ring on my finger until I left on my mission. One day I'll have to show all of you guys the footage of Cameron and I when we saw each other after that 1.5 years. It's a really sweet video.
Just post it.
The reason I wanted to make this video was because I wanted you guys to officially meet Cameron. I wanted to do a fun video with him about our relationship and how it is kind of funny of how it literally is a romantic comedy. Those are just the top 8 things that have happened. I'm sure if we dug down deeper, we'd be able to find more.
At least 2.
At least 2. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for tuning in.
Cameron went to Japan for his mission, so he knows a lot of Japanese. So what we're gonna do this time around is I am going to say my last lines and he's going to say them in Japanese. Sayonara, you guys, and I will see you next week.
また来週皆さん。さようなら。